Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Race of Champions Grand Final between Mystic Joker and myself. Without further ado, let's join the commentator, Game of Jobs.
Okay. So here we go, Race of Champions, race number 1. All right. We're going to retire from the session. You see Jacko there behind Forza Alonso, working the outside though. Going down into turn 1. Here we go. Ooh, I think Jacko made it work. Jacko in the McLaren, getting around Forza Alonso for first. But Alonso's got to run right here. Look at him. Down the long stretch. He's going to go to the outside. Nothing there, but now he's got the inside line. Jacko's going to have to give way. Side by side. Through the double complex. Oh, man, we got a good race. This is Race of Champions, round 1. This is a 1v1, 3-lap, best of 3 tournament right here. 32 drivers entered into these races. They have whittled it down to your 2 grand champions. And here we are watching it unfold right before our eyes. Your leader, Forza Alonso, slightly ahead of Jacko. Jacko coming off a win in the PRL race at Russia. Going to try a tighter line there, see if he can get a good draft. Oh, he knows he's got him in the slipstream. Alonso's trying to break that draft. He protecting the inside. Here comes Jacko. And he's got him comfortably. But Alonso's going to try to fire back. He knows if he can get to the inside, he's got the inside. Ooh, over the curbs, real close. Got to watch that front wing. We saw contact from these guys in the PRL race. He's side by side again. But Jacko's got the inside lane. But if Alonso can hold tough, he can get the inside for the next corner, and he does it. Pass for the lead, Forza Alonso. Jacko's holding tough to the outside, though. Trying the over-under. Gonna think. No, they're side-by-side contact! Contact between the drivers. Alonso is going to stop on course and allow those guys to get back. Just hard racing. They're going to close it back up again. Clearly, he felt like that there was maybe he wasn't really at fault, but he didn't feel good about it. So he was going to wait for Jacko to get caught back up there. Though that's a lot of respect between these two guys. They're clean racers. They like to race. They like this battle right here. And if he felt like maybe there was a little bit of an unfortunate deal, he's going to allow him to come back up. You know, he could have just continued on, had a chance to win this race easy, but he's not that kind of competitor. And here he is, allowing him to come back up and giving this another shot. And you saw Jacko take the lead away down the front stretch. Alonso's got work to do. We don't know what kind of damage is on these two cars, but Alonso's definitely going to make an attempt here. Why are we on the in-car broadcast? Come on. Come on. Final lap here in Race of Champions, race number 1. We've seen contact between these two guys. Look at how tight the battle is. A little bit of a slip there from Forza Alonso as he tried to get on the inside. We've still got some straightaways to go. I don't think DRS will be enabled for this race. Oh, Jacko runs wide. Alonso closes the gap. He's going to look to the outside going into the stadium complex. Side by side these drivers go. Alonso to the inside. He makes the pass, but there's contact again. Now comes Jacko back around. They're side by side. We can't see it. Alonso makes the pass stick, and he's only got a couple of corners left. He's going to win this race. So here we go. The race is about to start. I'm going to hop out. As you can see, we have a new track on hand here. I am retired. Don't go up there and wreck him. All right, so Jacko in the lead. What is this, China? This is China, isn't it?
Yes.
Jacko in the lead in the Sahara Force India. Forza Alonso in his familiar Haas car. So Dubsy's saying this is Jacko's best track. So now you know this is Jacko's chance right here. Dubsy, calves, all day calves. LeBron should come through in the clutch. Going to be a good series, but I think it's calves. I don't watch much basketball, but I do typically try to keep an eye on everything in the finals. So we're here in China. Dubsy, his teammate, says this is Jacko's best course, and we can see him. This is not as close as it was in Mexico. Obviously, very different course. But you can see Alonso right there. This is a long straightaway. This is the longest straightaway in Formula One, if I'm not mistaken. And he's been able to close the gap there with that slipstream. So we'll see if Alonso can do anything. This is race number 2. Jacko has to win. This is a must-win for Jacko. I couldn't tell if that was latency or if he actually got a little loose there. Didn't seem like the gap changed much. But Jacko has to win because Alonso has win number 1 in the bank. This is a best of 3 series. Dubsy's all for the Nuggets. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm a Stephen Curry fan. He's a good player. Yeah, as long as Jacko has no mistakes. So far, he looks to be comfortably ahead. None of that side-by-side, super close wheel banging action we saw at Mexico there. But Alonso's not going away. Don't count him out here. We can't count him out. But Jacko has control right now. See him running as hard as he can through here. The arrows real close. But Alonso lost a little bit of time there. I do not know what the last track is. Actually, this was a surprise for me. I thought maybe we'd get Mexico 3 times. But here we are in China, and I'm not sure where we're going next. Maybe if Aaron is in the chat, he can let us know. I'm not sure if he's in or not. But down the long stretch, Forza Alonso able to close the gap here just a little bit, but not quite enough. Jacko holding firm in a must-win race. Race number 2 of the best of 3 series. He's got to win here or he is eliminated, and Forza Alonso would become the grand champion. Appreciate the host, Dubsy. This was a 32-driver tournament, whittled down to the final 2, and you see him here. 2 stars of the Precision Racing League. Jacko, who was last year's PRL season champion. And Forza Alonso, who is the all-time wins leader in PRL Formula One competition. Jacko, of course, won tonight's PRL event, but is down 1-0 in this series. Has to win this race to force race number 3. So far, doing everything he needs to do. But this is the final lap, and Forza Alonso is close. He's within striking distance down this long straightaway. Jacko's got to try and break that slipstream because Alonso's coming. He's coming. Protecting the inside lane is Jacko. Here comes Alonso. Will the pass stick? He pushes hard in. Jacko able to hold him off. Pushing him wide. No, Alonso gets the pass done. Final lap. Jacko has to do something here. He runs wide. It's over. It's over. Jacko done everything he could. He done everything he could. But Forza Alonso takes the win. Round number 2, Alonso wins. The series is over. Your Race of Champions champion from 32 drivers to 1. Forza Alonso 14 with the last lap pass to win in China. Wow. Holy moly. I thought we were going to push round 3 there. but Forza Alonso makes it happen.
Well, there you go. That is the competition over. You join us now for an unofficial third race. This would have been the decider had I pulled level at 1-1 there. Wasn't to be, but first things first, thank you very much to everyone who competed, and also to Game of Jobs there for being the commentator for that live stream of the grand final. And big congratulations, of course, to Mystic Joker, who becomes the third different winner of the Race of Champions. There have been 4 over the years. DNR TV won one of them, and the other 2 were won by yours truly. But here we are in Spain for a final 3-lap race. Unfortunate the way the other ones panned out. In Mexico, of course, an epic battle, and that final mistake there in the S's really lost me the race. And in China, when you have 2 guys that are so close and 1 DRS straight at the end of the race, being in the right place at the right time really helped Mystic there. I'm not going to say I was unlucky, because he just did a better job than me in the end. It was a pity that we couldn't take it to the last round, especially as I'm in front at this point. Obviously, looking back at China, it doesn't mean anything until the last lap, and indeed across the line at the last corner. Look how close the Williams is. I have to make my Toro Rosso as wide as possible. Of course, this is the car that I managed to win the PRL series in season 7, and to take the championship away from Mystic. As we cross the line, you can see, even though there's no DRS, there is a decent slipstream, and this time he's close enough to make the move down the inside into turn 1. Oh, a bit sideways there. We were right behind, but at this point I was really thinking, God, this is going to be embarrassing if I lose 3 races in a row. I've just got to get back past. However, I've only really got 1 DRS zone to get this move done. Bit of grass there from Forza, or Mystic. Wish he wouldn't have changed his name. It gets a bit confusing for everyone trying to pay attention to what's going on. Either way, we're sticking right behind, and out of the next right-hander we'll have DRS available, and as he's off the circuit, that gives us a bit of a boost in morale. But indeed, he defends to the inside, and it looks like we're going to have to go around the outside of this hairpin. Oh, it was close to contact. We've got the drive. This is a difficult place to make a manoeuvre. Oh, we were so close to contact there. I've actually got the nose down the inside though. He's going to get better drive around the outside. He'll have to slide in behind us, and it looks like we've done it just the chicane and final corner to go. So not a complete sweep against us, but officially the result is still 2-0, not 2-1. So congratulations once again to Mystic Joker, Forza Alonso for winning. I've been Jacko. That was the Race of Champions. See you next time.